Right, so that key, undo the door, so that undoes it. So what I usually do is, there's a on-off button in here, which switches the screen off. So I usually turn that off, and then close the door, and then I stick that on it, because when you've done your stock take, people will start emptying stuff out. So when you've opened the door, it automatically comes onto this screen that tells you what stock you've got. Okay, so the sheets are in here. So you get a sheet, and crucially, they're in order of how it is in the machine. So if the machine's ever completely empty, you know what goes where, because it's all on the sheet. So then I go through here, so it says the maximum stock is 4, initial stock in the machine is 4, so add 0. So you haven't got to add any. The only bit you're interested in is what you've got to add. So I'd write here, there 0, strawberry 0, and then on here, these are the little tubs. So you have to add these together, 1, 2, 3. So I just write 3 little tubs of strawberry. Go through that, so that's your stock sheet of what you need to do. And then before you go, switch it off, so which turns the screen off, stick that on it, and then go and get all your stock, and then when it's filled up, turn it back on, and then obviously put that away, because otherwise your stock sheet will be wrong if people have been using it. So when you come to fill it up, handle there to open the door. So you open the door there, all these shelves come out, push the little things down to wheel them out so you can get to them. Those want to have at least 5 in. They'll fit more than 5, but there's 5 in each row. If you're ever in any doubt, it tells you there what your stock is. Maximum stock 5, maximum stock 4. So that, like I said, matches it.
More than 5 in that. There's 6.
Yeah, but as long as you tell the machine it's got 5 in, sometimes it can fit 5, sometimes it can fit 6, depends where the slots are. Just needs to have 5 in each one. So obviously that, raspberry ripple chocolate, so you can refer to the sheet if any of them ever empty. So they're straightforward, that comes out, it's all nice and level. So when you're stocking it up, that will obviously have moved all the way to the front to push them out. So you just lean it forward a little bit, and then that moves all the way back. Make sure you get it right to the back. If you don't get it right to the back, when you put all these tubs in, they won't all fit. And you'll end up with a tub hanging over the front, and then when the drawer elevator comes up, it'll knock you. So it's got to be all flush with that edge, can't be sticking out. You don't need to force them, they'll all sit in nicely. So that, you need to move that, just can move it gently up and down to get to your next shelves. The important bit is this top one comes out, and then when it's come out so far, it then tips down. And if you're not really gentle, all these start sliding out and smash on the floor. So just be aware that you sometimes have to just hold that as you fill these little tubs up, just so they don't slide out. And then obviously that goes up, that shuts. So when you stock it up, presuming you've filled all that, it's completely full. There's a little rocker switch here. You press the rocker switch down, it then brings you onto this screen. U1 replenishment menu. So the replenishment menu presumes that you have filled everything. It presumes you're going to have added these and added these. Okay, so as long as you filled the machine up and it's everything else is it's all right, you don't need to change anything. You press validate, you'll get a little windy wheel, and then you can do your key and shut your door, and then you wait, and then you go back, then that's it done. Then you leave the machine working, it's loading up there, and when this logo is flashing on and off, it's ready to go. So that means you've restocked the machine fully, and you've told it it's fully restocked. Don't half restock it because it's too complicated. Always fully restock it